Welcome to the reverence channel. So in today's video we are going to be looking at this boom and crash scalping strategy. Okay, so the strategy is a multi-time frame strategy. We are going to be checking the trend of the market before we start using a strategy, and that is very important. Okay, we need to know the trend if you're taking a trade with the strategy, and I'm going to show you guys how you know the trend and how you can use this strategy for your own good to catch some candles. Okay, so stay tuned. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on post notification. Anytime we post new strategy, you guys will be aware. Okay, so please don't forget to subscribe. Now let's dive into the video. Okay, so firstly we are going to be talking about how the strategy works. Okay, I mean the settings for the strategy, and then we talk about how it works. Now the first thing we are going to be doing is to set the indicator up. Okay, so we only need three indicator, one in our main chart and two in our indicator window one. Now first thing we have to do is just click on this icon we are seeing at the top. See, this is where we are going to be adding our indicator up. So the first indicator we are going to be adding is going to be the moving average. And how do you add this up? We click on this F icon right here. So when you click on this F icon, now the parameters for the moving average, now the period is 50, shift is 0, method is exponential, apply to close. And for the style, using color of your choice and click on save. So that is the first indicator we are going to be using for the strategy. Okay, so moving on to the next indicator, which is going to be the stochastic oscillator. How do you add this up? We click on this F icon again. We search for stochastic oscillator and do the parameters. Now we don't need the parameters. What we need is the levels. Okay, so and how do we set this up? We click on this levels right here, and for the levels we need the 85 and 15 levels. Of course, use any color of your choice, then go back and click on save. So that is the second indicator we need for the strategy. Now for the last but not the least indicator, which is going to be the Ichimoku. And now we add this up again. We click on this indicator window one F plus, we search for Ichimoku, and this is the parameters. Now the location is 5, the kitchen is 4, the span is 18. Now for the style, we only need the Okumu. Okay, so that is what we need, and use any style of your choice, then click on save. So that is all settings we need for this strategy. Okay, so how do we now take a trade using this strategy right here? Okay, so we are going to be talking about that right now. So what we do is to first thing we are going to do is just to know the trend of the market. That is very important when you are using the strategy. Now whenever you see that the price is on this direction, which means that this candle is going down, then we don't take a trade. We wait for a better opportunities, or we look for another index to trade. Okay, so not all the index going to be selling. So if you come to the chart and you are seeing that this candle is going down, the candle is going down, then you want to stay out of that index and look for another index. And when you see that the candle is going upward like this, then that is when you're now going to be looking for opportunities of trade. When you see the candle going up like this, you are going to be looking for opportunity of a trade. Okay, so how do we not take a trade with this strategy? Now currently we are in the 1 hour time frame, and we can see that the price is going up, which means that the candle is going up. So with this, we now switch to our 1 minute time frame for a quick scalp. Okay, so how do we now scalp using this exact strategy? Now firstly, we want to check our indicator window one. Okay, what we want to do is to just to look for the Ichimoku to come across the 15 levels. Okay, he has to be at the 15 levels, which is right here. So he has to be at the 15 levels. So after it's at the 15 levels, then the next thing we are looking for is for the price to cross above the moving average on our main chart, which is very important as well. We want to see the price cross above the moving average. Now after we see this, then to now take a trade, we are now going to be waiting for this volume to start counting. Now this volume right here, the volume we are seeing right here, this volume right here, to start counting, to start showing. Okay, now right here is a line, just a line, but here you can see that there is some sort of volume right here. So when the volume starts counting, that is when you are now going to be looking for a trade. Immediately you see that the volume start counting, then you drop into your trade. Okay, this is the volume right here. So this is the volume you can see. Now this is very a long trade right here. This is even up to 200 candles. So that is why this one is very effective. And when you see that the volume will stop, which is right here, the volume will stop and it starts showing lines, then you close your position, which means that there is a spike in the market. Okay, so when you see this type of thing, then you close your position and look for another trading opportunities. Okay, so that's how it works based on a strategy. And let me show you guys another example right here. So this is another example right here. The first thing we are going to be doing is for us to wait for the Ichimoku to be at the 15 levels. That is the first thing. Second thing is the moving average. Is the price cross above the moving average right here. After we see this, then we are not wait for the Ichimoku volume to start counting, for the up move to start counting. It's very important. When the up move start counting, starts showing right here, then that is when we're now going to be enter for our buy. Okay, so we hope this trade, you start seeing that the price starts showing lines, the Ichimoku starts showing lines. That is when we are now going to close our positions. Okay, so let's go to boom. So I'm going to show you guys one example on boom as well. Then we're done for the video. Okay, so first thing we do just to go to this very important, we go to the hourly time frame to know the market direction. Here we are seeing that the price is what is going up, which means that we are not going to be looking for any trades. Okay, so we go to another index, then we look for what another index is doing. If the index is going up, we are not going to look for a trade. But if the index is going down, which means the candle is going down, we are going to be looking for a sell. Okay, so let's go to the 1 minute time frame to look for what the price is doing right here. So there's a different perspective on the boom indices. We are going to be looking at this in a different way. Now here on the 1 hour time frame, you can see that the price is going down, which means that there is opportunity for us to scalp some candles. So the next thing we do is just go to the 1 minute time frame. And what do you want to see now? 1 minute time frame is we want to see where there is no, where the Ichimoku come to the 85 levels, which is very important. When it comes to 85 levels, then we don't want to see the volume again, which means that now you want to see that the candle cross below the moving average. After the candle cross below the moving average, then the next thing we do is we don't want to see this volume anymore. If you're trading on boom, we don't want to see the volume. Immediately the Ichimoku starts showing the lines only, then this is when we are now going to be looking for a sell. Okay, where there's no volume, we are now going to be looking for a sell, which is very important. And when you start seeing the volume again, then you close your positions. Okay, so this way you should close your position right here. So that is very important. You are trading on boom, you don't want to see the volume again. But if you are trading on collage, we are looking to trade the volume. Hope you guys understand what I just talked about, and I hope you guys find this video helpful. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on post notification, and if I post new strategy, you guys will be aware. Thank you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.